A very busy day of NHL news continues with more breaking news, this time involving the Montreal Canadiens have traded young goaltender Cayden Primeau. We'll discuss the deal coming up next. So welcome back to another video here at Top Shelf Hockey. As I mentioned, we have some more breaking news from the NHL. Another trade, and based on what we're hearing, it might be possible there could be a couple more tonight. But for right now, the Montreal Canadiens have traded pending RFA goaltender Cayden Primeau to the Carolina Hurricanes. In return, they get a 2026 7th round selection. Basically, for right now, since he doesn't have a contract and he's a RFA to be, as of tomorrow, they get his signing rights. So essentially, that's why it's such a low return. Obviously, Primeau is a goaltender that once upon a time was viewed upon as hopefully being the goaltender of the future in the Montreal organization. When he first came to the organization, he was looked upon as being a late draft steal, had a tremendous college run. His AHL numbers have been good, but he's had numerous opportunities at the NHL, and he has failed to kind of capitalize on it and garner a longer run, longer look, and kind of solidify himself as a full-time NHL player. Of course, we've seen last year he kind of got passed by Jacob Dobush. Dobush came up after Primeau was sent down, and he had his ups and downs a little bit too, but generally speaking, he fared better and stands a better chance at this point to having a longer run here with the Canadiens. And of course, now they have Jacob Fowler in their system, the next college goaltender who signs with the Habs, and looks like he could be the goaltender of the future as well. And like I said, remind everybody, at one point Primeau looked that way too. And goaltenders are a unique position, and sometimes they develop at a very different level, they're a different rate. And sometimes what you think is going to be a stud goaltender sometimes doesn't always turn out to be. Guys that you weren't banking on sometimes turn out to be amazing. It's kind of hard to say. So Primeau goes to the Carolina Hurricanes. You have to think with them, he's probably looking at being like a number 3. I mean, they still have Freddie Anderson. They still have Pyotr Kochetkov. So I don't see him getting more of an opportunity in Carolina than he has in Montreal. But they obviously must be willing to maybe give him a little bit more of a lucrative AHL contract. He'll likely need to go through waivers, I suspect, in the fall once we get to training camp. But his AHL numbers, like I said, have been good. So really, he's a good number 3. So far, when he's been called upon to be moving up the ladder, it hasn't worked out. So, but like I said, sometimes a change of scenery, a different goalie coach, and can help. And then there are times too you see goalies; they're usually the oldest players to figure it out. It's not unusual to see goaltenders sometimes until they're 25, 26 years old, 27. Before they really nail things down and then get a longer run in the NHL. It's really not that uncommon. I mean, Primeau is he still has some good upside potential, but I mean, like I said, I think Montreal is kind of at the point where they feel like they need to go in a new direction, which totally makes sense based on Dobush and Fowler and Montembeault. It's time for them to move on and get him a fresh start. So that's exactly what's happening here. So we'll see when Carolina signs him, hopefully to probably a 1-year, 2-way deal, and see what happens for him and down the road. Let me know your thoughts on this trade in the comments. We'll discuss further. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and stick around. We'll keep you up to date with all the news, rumors, and analysis of all 32 NHL teams. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.